I am Ejaz Qadri from Rawalpindi. I am the student of Rehan Teacher Training Institute, Batch 22. Today, we will discuss about the topic creativity with AI, with ChatGPT, with Maya, and you will get a lot of knowledge from our this topic. And you listen carefully our talk. Oh, how are you? Are you listening to me? Okay, wait, I'm sharing you. No, are you listening me?
Yeah, I am. Just want to make sure I didn't cut you
Okay,
off there with my greeting.
and I will
All
start
right, I hear you.
questioning. I will start questioning with you. You will give me the answer. Okay.
Sounds good. Fire away with your questions. I'm ready.
Now, tell me, what does creativity really mean in today's modern world?
That's a good one. Creativity in today's world isn't just about painting or music anymore. It's really about problem solving with originality, right? Taking existing ideas and remixing them in ways that haven't been done before. What's your take on it?
Okay, how can a person discover their unique creativity voice?
That's where it gets tricky, honestly. I think it's less about discovering and more about giving yourself permission to experiment wildly without worrying about being good at first. Most people already have a unique voice, they just haven't practiced letting it out. What kind of creative things have you enjoyed in the past?
Okay, uh, why do many people struggle to express their creativity?
Fear, mostly, I think. A lot of people get hung up on perfectionism or worry about what others will think, so they don't even start. Then there's the whole conditioning thing. School, work, society telling us there's a right way to do things kind of squashes that playful, exploratory side of us. But you, what do you think holds people back most?
Do you think creativity is natural or can it be learned?
I think it's a bit of both. Um, some people seem to have more natural intuition for certain creative areas, but creativity is also a skill that can be developed. It's like some people might naturally be better at math, but anyone can learn calculus with effort, you know. The real trick is regular practice and letting yourself fail a lot. Does that make sense?
Okay. Uh,
What else were you hope?
what are the
Go ahead, I'm
biggest
listening.
obstacles that stop people from being creative?
My biggest ones?
Yeah,
Probably fear of judgment,
biggest
lack of time.
obstacles.
Yeah, the biggest is self doubt, hands down. That little voice saying this is stupid or this has already been done. Uh, that one's a real creativity killer. It's surprisingly common though.
And how does social media influence our creative expression?
Oh, that's a messy one. Social media can be inspiring. You see incredible work there, but it also creates this pressure to perform creativity for an audience, which is not really creativity at all. It also floods us with so much content that it can be paralyzing. What's your experience with that? Do you find it boosts or blocks your own ideas?
Yeah, okay. Can comparing ourselves to other damage our creativity and how?
Absolutely. Comparison is like the creativity dream killer. It makes you start second guessing yourself and trying to copy what you think other people will like instead of what actually excites you. The thing is, most creative work has value, even if it's weird or different, and often the most interesting stuff comes from those unconventional places.
Okay. What daily
All right, what's
habits
the next question?
what daily habits can help someone become more creative?
Hmm. Good question. Daily habits?
Yeah.
I'd say things like free writing, just writing whatever comes to mind without editing, or doodling, even if you think you can't draw. Taking walks where you people watch, or listening to different types of music than you normally would. Basically, anything that shakes up your routine and gets your brain thinking in new ways. Any habits you've found help you personally?
How important is failure in the journey of creativity?
Oh, failure is absolutely essential. Like 90% of creativity is just failing over and over until something works. Every creative person I've heard about, and trust me, I've heard about a lot, all talk about embracing failure as part of the process. It's really the only way to figure out what doesn't work, which then points you toward what might.
And also tell me, can creativity be developed at any age, or is it only for young people?
Absolutely, not just for young people. That's total BS. Creativity doesn't have an expiration date. In fact, older people sometimes have an advantage because they have more life experience and different ways of seeing things, and plus there's less pressure to conform at that point. You've already lived most of your life, so who cares what people think?
Okay. How can someone overcome fear of?
Anything else?
Okay, okay, you
Sorry,
continue.
I didn't catch that. What do you want me to do exactly? Ooh,
Or you complete your answer. Continue.
right about that. Though, as I was saying, you can develop creativity at any age. I think the pressure to create can actually increase as you get older. There's so many older people who have amazing creative hobbies they start later in life. It's just a matter of getting started, you know?
Okay. How can someone
And
overcome
what's the
fear
next?
of judgment? How can someone overcome fear of judgment when sharing their ideas?
That's a tough one. Honestly, you kind of just have to start. Small steps, though, maybe share with one trusted friend first, not a huge audience. Realize that most people are too busy thinking about themselves to really judge you that harshly anyway. And learn to view criticism as feedback, not personal attacks. What's helped you work through moments where you've felt exposed or vulnerable, sharing something creative?
Okay. And give some examples.
Next question. Examples of people getting over fear? Well, take Ira Glass, the radio guy. He always talks about how terrible his early work was, but he kept putting it out there anyway. Think about Amy Schumer. She started doing stand up in small clubs for years before becoming famous. The key is realizing that everyone starts somewhere, and the only way to get better is to keep going despite the awkwardness. It's like practicing any skill. You suck at first, but you keep at it.
What role does environment play in shaping creativity?
Huge role, I think. Certain environments can be creativity crushing, competitive places where only one right answer is accepted. But a supportive environment, even just having one person who gets it, can make a world of difference. Some people need solitude to create, others need collaboration. But finding a space where you feel safe to experiment without being judged is key. You been in places like that?
Okay. How can we stay original in a world full of copied content?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it? Originality is hard, but I think the key is to stop trying to invent something completely new. It's impossible. Instead, focus on putting your unique spin on existing ideas. Mash up things that don't usually go together. Focus on your specific experiences, and honestly, don't worry about being 100% original. Just be 1% different than everyone else.
What advice would you give to someone who feels they are not creative?
I tell them they're probably wrong. Everyone has creativity. It's not some rare talent. It's more like a muscle that gets rusty if you don't use it. Um, yeah, my advice would be to just start making something, anything. Write a bad poem, draw a terrible doodle, try cooking a weird recipe. Stop worrying about being good at it. Just play. All right, what do you think? Do you feel like you're not creative, or is that something you tell yourself?
Finally, what is your one powerful message for people who want to find their unique voice?
Just start. Stop waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect idea. The world doesn't need more perfectionists. It needs more people brave enough to be a little messy and weird and human. Your voice is already there. It's about having the courage to let it out.
How can
All
journaling
right, we
or
we covered a.
writing? Yeah, continue your.
Sorry, didn't catch that. What about journaling?
Yeah, how can journaling or writing help in discovering your creative voice?
Journaling is amazing for that, actually. Almost embarrassingly simple, but really effective. It's like a safe space to try out ideas without any pressure. The act of consistently writing helps you find your natural rhythm and voice, patterns you didn't know were there. You end up seeing what genuinely excites you, what kind of stories naturally bubble up for you. Freeform journaling is pretty great. What kind of writing do you enjoy?
Do you think silence and solitude are important for creativity, and why?
I think they are absolutely crucial for a lot of people. Silence lets your thoughts breathe instead of constantly getting interrupted by noise and other people's ideas. It's where you can actually hear your own internal monologue, that little voice that knows what you really want to create. That's where good ideas marinate. Solitude is hard for most people, though. We get used to constant connection.
Okay, how can learning new skills unlock hidden creativity in a person?
Learning anything new forces your brain to make connections it wouldn't normally make. It's like if you learn pottery, suddenly you think about shapes and textures in a different way. If you learn coding, you approach problems more logically. The point is, new skills give you new perspectives, and that's when the creative sparks start flying. The skill doesn't have to be creative itself, it just needs to be different from what you already do.
What is the difference between being inspired and copying others?
That's a really good distinction to make. Inspiration is feeling moved by someone else's work in a way that motivates your own ideas, whereas copying is trying to recreate something exactly. The key difference is the creative filter you put over whatever inspired you. Someone else's inspiration should trigger your unique imagination, not their style straight through. Is that track?
Okay, how can
Well,
how
we
can
really
someone
sounds like
turn
you're.
their creativity into a career or business?
Oh, that's the tough part. A lot of creative fields are competitive: art, writing, design. But I think the key is building an audience first, putting your work online, sharing it with people, getting feedback. Then you build your brand around what you're passionate about. And honestly, sometimes it's about thinking outside the box, finding creative ways to turn your skills into value for people. It's not always a straight shot, though, you know? What kind of creative skills are we talking about here specifically?
Oh, okay. Uh, in your
You,
opinion, what is one simple exercise anyone can start today to boost creativity?
so simple. I'd say try 30 circles. Just draw 30 circles on a piece of paper and then turn each one into something different in like 30 seconds each. Doesn't matter what, it's just forcing yourself to come up with ideas under pressure and turn nothing into something. Get your brain thinking outside boxes. Want to know another simple one?
Okay, nice talk to you. Will see
Yeah,
you next. Okay.
sounds good. I don't know.
Thank you for talking with me. Bye.
You're welcome. I Jazz. Any. Bye.